Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. How in the world can we be in a position where this match is not the main event of the night? Not only is it not a main event, it's not even a title match, and these two could be the very best to have ever done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a bit of a fan when it comes to the United States of America, and you will hear it in my commentary. What an outstanding opportunity our boy has in front of him. If the monster can somehow take care of this unbelievable Italian athlete, then he will earn his spot against Levon Shaganishvili for the ultimate heavyweight, super heavyweight world title. And listen, Neil, I know that it's easy to tell people this is the strongest I've ever been. This is the best form I've ever been. Every arm wrestler in every super match in the world will tell you the same. But for some reason, I feel this is a totally different monster Michael Todd.
Michael Todd gave me a look as I came off the stage there, which would have frozen the Georgian Lake 500 meters from this venue. His intensity is off the charts, and more interesting, it's matched by that of Ermes Gasparini. We are seconds away from an explosion, ladies and gentlemen. Do not blink.
Regardless of the result, I can tell you with absolute certainty that no other arm wrestler wants this more than Monster Michael Todd. I had a huge conversation with...
Don't move.
So Michael Todd, elbow foul there. And Ermes Gasparini's back pressure was engaged hard. I was saying it is an honor to be sat here watching a match of this magnitude. The super biased Travis Pageant of the United States of America is already almost rocking himself out of his seat in excitement here. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a match. Gasparini, Michael Todd, USA versus Italy. Do not blink. The hammer is about to go down, and it will go down hard, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Todd assumes the position at the back of the pad, and he is the first to climb. And this is good for the monster. Really good.
Can you see? I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly...
Oh, there is the counter from the Gladiator. Ermes Gasparini rolls his authority into the crowd just as Trav was getting absolutely into the moment. A vicious counter from the Gladiator. Look at that. Drives down. Michael Todd famously has said, if they are strong enough, my arm will go down. They're just not strong enough. But on this occasion, in this pin, the Gladiator, as you can see there, was strong enough, was aggressive enough. And it's the Italian who roars his authority, stamps his authority onto this arm wrestling match early, ladies and gentlemen.
Extraordinary talent, no doubt, power there, but the most impressive thing from Ermes is the leverage, the absolute poise in which he represented that. But the most impressive thing from Ermes is the leverage, the absolute poise in which he represented that hand and wrist control, keeping the shoulder way behind the hand and wrist, looking for that moment where he could surge in with that press. And listen, there's not a lot of ways to beat Michael Todd, but that way is the most impressive way you can do it. Ermes commented in the press conference that the style that Michael Todd will hate the most, he absolutely possesses. And I tell you, a great round one start for Michael Todd, an absolute even better counter from Ermes Gasparini. The Italian, he has a tremendous amount of confidence. It's easy to see that when you're around him. Him not being in action for almost 14 months could let some doubt link in. My goodness, the Italian has definitely showed his presence here in round one. It's not over. Monster Michael Todd really, really needing a round two victory. The confidence needs to climb. Remember, this is the best of three. There is no title here. Down 1-0 is one thing. Down 2-0, Neil, and it starts to be a real tough hill to climb. Let's go. Monster Michael Todd fans, in your house right now, I told you once before for Brad Grundy, wasn't exactly the best situation for the young American. This here is a tremendous opportunity for American arm sports, and I'm behind Monster Michael Todd.
Vespasian, what was really impressive for me in that first start was the manner in which Ermes Gasparini remained calm, remained very calm. A number of points there, it looked bad for him. His wrist was being exposed. He was starting to get stretched open. It was looking like Michael might be in the best possible position he could be.
Did the Star-Spangled Banner give you that illusion?
Mate, when you started stripping down to the Stars and Stripes underpants, I did think, oh God, firstly, this is quite bad. But not only that, I thought, I get where you're coming from, Travis. Michael is looking great here, but Ermes Gasparini was poised and professional, and he is again. And the back pressure is applied, little climb, starts to go to the side, but this is better from Michael. He's got much more exposure, and what I mean by that is Ermes is outside of his shoulder. That is much more difficult, and he must be diligent climbing. Got to bump and climb, bump and climb. Michael has got to keep that pressure applied hard to the side.
This is way better, ladies and gentlemen. Mike needs to ease up.
We've not got the best view of that, but that looked way above the pin.
Even if it was a pin, don't call that. My goodness, Michael Todd needs those close pins.
I'd like to see the replay, Travis.
We have to see this. This is a huge.
Let's look at this now. Oh, we can't really see, if I'm honest. We got to. I mean, that is not the angle we want. The guy with the. Here we go. Oh, it is, you know.
That big, chubby, pinky finger of Michael Todd strikes.
Hey, mate, I know when you're chubby, you can get into all kinds of trouble. I've been doing it for 40 years. And I can tell you, that is exactly what happened there. Michael just could not get himself up and above that pad. And again, I've got to talk about the diligence of Ermes Gasparini, mate. Brilliant technical approach here. He's climbing and his timing is spot on. And what's really good about it, there's no break points when he starts to go for the press.
No doubt. And we saw that round one, right? Extraordinary poise. And Michael getting in trouble during the regrip. Michael Todd needs to press that hand in, and there is no regripping. Once he regrips, you see an amazing amount of leverage being turned in the Italian's favor. My goodness, that is so close. Michael Todd needs that surge not to result in a win. Two of those surges, and there will be no more purchase, no more leverage for the Italian. If he could have just withstand that one, the hand and wrist totally cracked back here. Michael Todd, if this was 4 rounds, I would say he's also right where he wants to be. Yeah. The fact that it's only one more win, I definitely feel that Michael Todd, his back's against the wall here. Look at here, there's a little conversation.
When you look at Christo Delijakov's position, he couldn't have been in a better one. The man's was a foot from the position in which he made the call. Michael's contesting it. Maybe there is a better angle. We haven't seen it yet in our commentary position. I think Ermes is saying, I'll do it again. No, he's saying, come back in here and let's go. And let's just, however biased, unbiased you can possibly be, I don't think there's a person in this arena that doesn't want Michael Todd to get back in this match.
Oh, my
Not a person, because it would go off.
No doubt, and you'll see, like, it's easy to see. If you know Michael Todd, you know how much emotion here. If you can see Michael Todd in this victory here.
How about that? Was that a pin?
There you go, that'll work.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, it's been given as an elbow foul. My God, I'd like to see that on the replay. That was close.
I'm not interested in the replay, Neil. It may reveal something horrible.
It may have been a pin. I want to see it.
It's funny, I was speaking with the whole DeGangi family, had dinner. These are just folks in Chicago, not really sports fans, and they're talking about how monster Michael Todd was going to win. And only Namoon DeGangi, the wife, walks in there late and says, hey, that Italian dude's going to kill Michael Todd. There are fans everywhere. This sport is headed to the mainstream. We have to try. I have to try to keep this job if I want to stay relevant in the arm wrestling world.
15 seconds is up. Go.
It's 30 seconds. If it's necessary to be, if you are
Come on, where are the
I'll
rules
tell you
at?
what, we have not seen a replay yet, and I want to see. Oh! Here we go.
Watch that elbow.
Watch that wrist and hand. Oh, no, it's not a pit. But I'll tell you what, if that elbow hadn't come off the back, that was looking pretty good for Mike. He changed that up well. Oh, wow.
It's a good surge, Mike.
And the first person to check it was a pin was Ermes. Look at his face there. He looked straight down and he wasn't sure, but we get to do it again. And Michael needed to change it up. He's brave here.
And listen, now that we saw the replay, the hands were not that close to the pin pad. That elbow did come flying off. Michael Todd's going to do it again. He's coming hard, that tricep push. And listen, you may from the naked eye think he's trying to win, but he's just working on that elbow.
Went back, looks for the strap, and then we'll see the press again. Travis knows exactly that was coming, ladies and gents.
I don't like the smiles from Michael Todd. I haven't seen him smile all weekend here. I've been around him. He seemed even extra.
Oh, unbelievably. I feel like I could have snuck up with a tickling stick on Michael Todd, and he would not smile. Not in any way did anything smiley come from Mike when I met him. But it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet.
Just wipe sweat on his head.
And the strap.
You wipe sweat on your hand.
Ermes Gasparini there, wiping the sweat from his brow, and he will go and choke up Michael.
We have strap match.
And remember, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to sports and life, sometimes we laugh to keep from crying. I can only hope that this is not doomsday for the United States of America. Michael Todd, way too many smiles here. Let's see. Michael Todd needs to get angry. I don't know what Rebecca's doing up there, but some sort of slick comment from her to send this man in a rage. I'm all about it, Rebecca. Let's go.
Certainly needs a different approach here, and I'm interested to see if Michael could sink that press, whether he can seat it and get one back. He certainly needs to refocus and look at something different, because one thing is for certain. Ermes Gasparini has come very, very well prepared here. He knew exactly what he needs to do, and he is following the game plan to the letter.
Sometimes we overthink things. We saw Ermes Gasparini 10 years ago, maybe at 40 pounds lighter, giving Michael Todd all the business he could ever want. Now we see the weights are close. Ermes Gasparini, such an amazing athlete, a 200-pound athlete that is now up in the 250 range, 260. I'm not even sure.
Have we got a foul here, Travis? What just happened there?
There's a lot of banter there. Nobody really trusting. We thought that Jackoff made a bad decision there earlier. There, his name right there. I know that's a.
You missed that. There was an essential bit of Fristo's name that you omitted there, Trav.
Dela.
You know,
I forgot.
You forgot that. You just waded in with the back end of his name.
And listen, there's a lot of Americans that thought that he made a bad decision on that win.
Their sentiment may have been echoed, but it is Deli Jackoff.
Same thing. I was close.
He's rising.
Here we
said
go.
Move it over my knuckle. You can, no.
Here we go, Michael Todd. Michael Todd doing a lot of talking.
And he's grabbing hold of Fristo Deli Jackoff. Who's the bravest man in the arena right now? Fristo Deli Jackoff, because you can feel that Michael Todd could at any moment cook off
I got you.
and go
Don't let him
absolutely
go to my
nuts.
And we have seen Michael Todd absolutely unwilling to compromise on something. If he puts his foot down on some matter, he is very diligent, and he's saying, get this guy off of my thumb. And listen, all we need is a little, here he comes with that surge. Michael Todd coming to
Oh,
push.
he missed it.
Hey, what
and
is
he's gone
this?
back to
What
the...
is this?
That's a
but-
What is this?
Whoa, this is good.
Warning, no big deal.
Surely Michael rested there.
That's
That
good
looked like-
job. Keep logging time. The more you take him in deep water, Mike, that's it. Now we got a situation where the press is not able to finish. Here we go. Ladies and
Michael
gentlemen,
Todd is
wake
into
up, Michael Todd.
Ugly position again, and he is putting serious wear and tear onto Ermes Gasparini, who's trying to finish can't do, and Michael again goes to that side pressure.
The mouth is open.
Nobody can do this like Michael Todd.
The Italian's mouth is open now. Hard press. Winner! Totally. I don't want it to be a foul.
Check that on the replay.
It's that big pinky finger. My goodness.
I want to see that again. We unfortunately do not have... Here we go. I'm going to shut up and watch this thing. Michael, super diligent at this point, doing incredibly well from the ugliest possible. That doesn't look like a pin to me. Am I biased? Because that didn't look like a pin. Am I nuts? I don't know.
I thought I was being biased and would switch it up and say that he actually did win. We're not going to see much from this thing.
Didn't look like it from where...
Luke, my friend.
Is that a pin?
Goodness, Michael Todd needs that replay to be overturned. And listen, if I know Michael, he'll stay on that stage until 2 o'clock this morning. In the morning, he does not care. He will.
We're going to get a definitive.
I'll take over here, Neil. You go ahead and step aside. I'll handle this replay. Hopefully, we will have him back here to restart round 3, but it was a great surge. So close, and I don't think that it is the pinky finger. I think now the focus needs to be on the length of the ring finger. Here comes Michael Todd. He wants to know what happened, but I do think maybe it was that second finger in, being fully extended and the fingertip touching. I'm not sure if they'll replay it, but my goodness, Ermes Gasparini, hopefully nothing gets taken away from the Italian performance here. Monster Michael Todd has been on an absolute tear running through the super heavyweights here the last 2 or 3 times. He just met a guy that's a little more prepared, a little quicker, and the ability to transition from possibly the best hand and wrist top roll that you could have, and now the patience, all that good stuff. Look at the aggression here. Michael Todd and Ermes in each other's face. Ermes with the finger pointing. My goodness. Let's go WWE or UFC. Whatever happens, happens.
It's all good, man.
Starting to work this thing out. Neil Pickup has entered the main stage. I'm not sure the exact procedure when it comes to any replays, whether they will go to the camera, but the camera, it's not a good look if you check out the ring finger. I do agree. Everyone assumes that it would be the pinky finger, but if you look closer, that ring finger of Michael Todd's may have been what the referee saw. Seems to be a little stalemate up there. Michael Todd not willing to leave the stage so that the victory celebration can happen. Ermes Gasparini letting him know, my man, that's 3 times. What more do you want?
Here's the deal. Me and you are good. I just need to let you know in the future.
Another view here.
You can
Check
never
out
say
the ring finger of Michael Todd.
Then this goes to different places, okay? I hear you. But man to man, you understand that, right?
Both of those pins
You understand that, right?
Close.
We good, man. I ain't mad at you.
No, they say only stop.
You say they say it's a pin? Oh, they're checking now? Okay. Oh, they're saying it's a pin again.
How many times?
Yeah, he said he is.
This finger was the under.
Oh, man. Georgia's amazing, though. I'm going to be honest, I love Georgia. It's a great place.